So today we're going to be doing activities on the Step Inside book. And try to have your cameras on, please, so I can know if
Yo ya había visto la asignación, así que ya había tenido preparado esto.
Thank you. Excellent. So, hi. And we're going to read 2 stories. Remember that these stories are like shorter than the rest of the stories that we've been like reading and working. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Barbie. It's nice to see you. And yes, so I'm going to show you the presentation, and so we can review the vocabulary. And after that, I'm going to play the audio so we can read it. So these times we are going to read the stories by the listening. Voy a poner listening esta vez, el audio. But as I always tell you, it's super important that you follow the story, that you follow the audio, because when it comes to do the activities, not always you remember the answers. So es muy importante que presten mucha atención para que no sea más fácil terminar las actividades después, ¿ok? Se me olvidaba ponerles asistencia. Voy a pasar lista rapidísimo. So today we are Gael, Barbie, Carlos. Yes, that's the story. Carelli, Pane, Rodrigo.
Maestra, que yo tengo el libro.
Okay. Thank you.
Lo que pueden hacer es ver la pantalla, porque la maestra va a poner los dibujitos en la pantalla, ¿no?
Yes, as always, como siempre. Okay, so we are going to check the vocabulary to start with this. And we have this. It's called, the first story is called The Great Pacific Garbage Dump. Okay, so now we are going to see what is dump. And this is a dump. It's like a space, a place where all the trash and all the dump goes, all the garbage, okay?
¿Sociedad? ¿Sociedad?
Something like that. It's a place, like, es como un espacio donde se junta toda la basura. In other words, pues el basurero, ¿no?
Contaminación.
Yes. And then we have fit. Like when someone does exercise, you call that person fit. Yes? So, fit. Yes. And then we have krill. It's like a kind of shrimp. Shrimp es camarón. And krill is a kind of shrimp. Es un tipo de camarón, okay? So, because...
Hace poco comí sushi con camarón.
Delicious, that's my favorite. Delicious. Then we had set sail, like when you are going to the sea and when you are going to sail. Set sail. Okay, ¿alguien va a entrar?
Meterse al mar.
Yes, yes, very good. And then we have waste. It's not like waste, and you can waste different things, like you can waste your time, you can waste food, es desperdiciar, pero puedes desperdiciar muchísimas cosas. In this case, we are going to read about all the trash and all the waste that goes to the sea, to the ocean. So, creo que los que entraron son Víctor y Alexa. Okay. So, hi. And then we have good. Like everything that you have inside of you, these are your guts. Okay? Yes. And then we have stuck in a rut. Okay, in a rut is like when you are having a bad moment, a bad time, and you are like stuck in there when you can't go out. Cuando tienes como que una situación o algún problema y pues ves que está muy difícil y como que no puedes salir de ahí, así como Gael. And then we have slop. Okay, so maybe you've heard or maybe you haven't that some industries and some people throws like these things, slop things in the ocean, que tiran algunas fábricas, tiran muchas cosas al océano, and it's like super, super bad, but some people do this. And then we have chuckle. Chuckle, when you are like, haha, laughing a lot, that is chuckle, like the penguin in here. That's it. And then we have model, okay? When you are like having a doubt and you are questioning something and you don't know what to do, that is model, okay? Yes. So I'm going to repeat. Dump, fit, krill, set sail, waste, gut, stuck in a rut, slop, chuckle, and model. And that's it. So now we are going to check the vocabulary for the next story. Vamos a checar de una vez el vocabulario de la siguiente historia. And it's called June May the Panda. Yes, and this is page 54 and 55. Okay? Nada más está la vuelta de ahí. And we have the vocabulary. We have quest. Okay, when you are like trying to find something, that is a quest. And soar. When you hurt something, it's like es como decir hurt. Es una diferente palabra. Sore. Can you remember like saying sore throat? ¿Se acuerdan de sore throat? That's the word. Adolorido. Es como me duele la garganta. So you can say, I have a sore in my head. I'm sore, que te duele algo así. Then you have sting. Sting. Picar. And then we have pose. Only animals have pose. Pose. Humans don't have pose. And then we have threat. Okay, when there's something like super dangerous, that is threat. And then we have this word, like if you can see this in here, basin, or you are going to listen to it different. It's like when you have like a mountain and it goes all the way, como que va hacia abajo. Es una cuenca, es como ese espacio que está entre las montañas, que pues como las montañas son altas, debe haber algún espacio que esté hacia abajo. Eso es una cuenca. And then we have rumble. Rumble, when you are talking about everything and you are not saying nothing at the same time, cuando estás hablando cosas que nada que ver, estás diciendo cosas divagando, okay? And then we have gap. It's like a space, like a hole in the ceiling, in the roof, okay? Gap. And pile, when you have, okay, aquí se ve muy claro, pile es una pila, tienes un montón de cosas. And then we have mate. Yes, mate is like saying friend. Also your classmates are, por eso dice mate, classmate, okay? Como un compañero. So, I'm going to repeat the vocabulary. We have quest, soar, sting, pull, fret, basin or basan, and rumble, gap, pile, and mate. Yes, very good. Okay, so now I'm going to play the audio. Como ya les dije, vamos a escuchar el audio. And please try to follow the stories. They are like really short, son muy cortas. Por favor, presten muchísima atención, porque si no, no vamos a poder hacer las actividades. I want you to answer to the activities. Quiero que ustedes pues intenten responder las actividades sin que yo les ayude tanto. So the stories are like really, really, really short. Yes, I'm going to play the audio and let's pay attention. So I'm going to count from 3 to 1 or 1 to 3. And just listen. So we are on page 52. Then we're going to go, cuando termine esta primera historia de Great Pacific Garbage Dump, va a iniciar enseguida la siguiente lectura. So, if you follow the reading, you are not going to miss yourself. Si siguen la lectura, no se van a perder. So, listen to the story in 1, 2, 3.
Step Inside 5 by Sam.
Okay.
Track 9.
The Great Pacific Garbage Dump. Written by Sterling Montgomery. Illustrated by Damian Zain. Marty went to the best schools to keep himself fit. He swam every day and ate lots of krill. But now he's in trouble since hard times have hit. And poor Marty the whale is feeling very ill. Marty used to eat crabs and squid every day. But the squid and the crabs have all set sail. And the plankton has moved far away. Now the ocean is filled with plastic waste, such as bottles and bags that were used on land. Now Marty's food leaves a terrible taste. And poor Marty the whale just can't understand. So he began to eat whatever he found. He didn't care what he put in his gut. And now his belly is large and round. Poor Marty, he's stuck in a terrible rut.
Page 55.
Now he eats whatever he can, like old tires and chemical slop. He's dependent on cans and bottles and pans. Poor Marty, he just can't stop. The dolphins, they mock him. The penguins chuckle, because Marty's fat and unhappy too. He's lost in the plastic and all in a muddle. Poor Marty, he's feeling so very blue. All the krill has been killed and the ocean is filled with the sparkly things that we throw away. The seaweed isn't well, all the algae is ill. Will Marty the whale survive one more day?
Now, next story. 55.
Track 10.
55.
Yun Mei, the Panda. Written by Sterling Montgomery. Illustrated by Damian Zain. Hello there, folks, and welcome to my tree. I want to tell you about little old me. I'm going to tell you quite a sad old story of me, Yun Mei, and my fall from glory. Of a fall created by you, no less. In your terrible quest for success, you've been destroying my land for a long time, and it's making bamboo harder to find. I'm a sad old panda, that's for sure. My body aches and my head is sore. My fur is itchy and my throat is stinging. And I think I've got something stuck in my paw. I'm here to tell you of all the threats we're facing in the bamboo forests of the Yangtze Basin. I digress. I'm rambling. So without further ado, here's a poem I wrote called The End of Bamboo. The End of Bamboo. Although I sometimes eat birds and the occasional rat, they don't satisfy my hunger, they don't fill the gap. There's only one thing that I like to chew, it's an evergreen grass that you call bamboo. But they cut down the trees in truckloads and truckloads to make room for more people and room for more roads. And there's not much left in the place where we live. But we don't like to leave because we're inactive. But it's not just that, you understand. They're cutting down trees and killing the land, which makes it hard for us to walk around free. And it won't be long before you cut down my tree. Humans love fur, and I know you want mine, which is making our numbers quickly decline. And my girlfriend's left me to live in a zoo, but all I have left is this pile of bamboo. So maybe tomorrow I'll find me a mate. But it's time to eat and it's getting late. And so ends my poem of what I'm going through. Note to self: eat some bamboo.
Okay, so that was it for both of the stories. Like I told you, they were pretty short. And I think both of them are like really sad to read and listen. So, let's ask someone.
Teacher,
Yes, Carlos?
the two story is sad.
Yes, they're really sad because I don't know, like it was really sad, like listening to the point of view of the animals. Like we live our lives, but we not always care about the things that they should feel or what they are living for our causes. Like they are having bad times. So thank you, Carlos. Now, Alexa, okay, Gael.
Noté una cosita con estas dos historias.
Okay.
Son cosas que pasan en la realidad.
Yes, that's it. That's really, that's the key. Yes, that happens in reality. Alexa, what can you tell us about this, about both of the stories, or do you want to talk about one? Hi. Ok, Víctor, tendrías que bajarle un poquito al volumen de tu compu para que Alexa pueda hablar sin eco. So, Alexa, what can you tell us about the stories your classmates told us? Gael told us that this happens in real life, and Carlos told us that these stories are like really sad. What can you tell us? Do you like the stories? Or do you prefer the story of the whale or the panda? What? ¿Qué puedes decir?
A mí me gustó más la historia de Pandita.
The panda, okay, you may, yes?
A mí sí me gustó el panda. Pero también este del sí, de la ballena sí, como que le estaban dando de comer y luego cuando se ensució su agua o lago, vi que ahí estaban como echando ahí como que había ahí bolsas ahí que estaba ahí masticando y en el texto decía que y que su comida favorita de toda esa suciedad eran las llantas viejas y los químicos.
Yes. Of course, in real life, it doesn't happen. Bueno, sabemos que en la vida real ellos no deberían comer este tipo de cosas, but some of the times they do. Algunas veces ellos lo hacen porque pues son animales. They don't know, a veces no saben, pues no se fijan o algo así. Muchas cosas que pasan. So, Daniel Baeza, are you there? What can you tell us about the stories? Which one do you prefer? What can you see in the stories? Did you learn something? ¿Aprendieron algo o qué? Creo que le está fallando otra vez. ¿Está por ahí?
Sí, pero un poco.
What? ¿Estamos o no estamos? Creo que no.
Pues 6 tienen apagadas las cámaras y solo 4 las tienen prendidas.
Okay, kids, remember, the rules, si estuvieron por ahí, the rules are important. Si estuvieron por ahí ayer en la junta, se dijo que pues tienen que tener sus cámaras prendidas. Si no hay algún inconveniente con la computadora, con el internet. Así puedo saber yo, porque si no los veo, no puedo, ¿cómo les pongo asistencia entonces?
El
Yes?
mío es el internet. Mi problema es el internet.
Okay, well. So, Victor, now is your turn. What can you tell us about the stories?
Maestra, yo aquí sí estoy escuchando la
Okay.
historia, pero es que no puedo prender mi cámara.
Okay, okay.
Sí.
Thank you. Victor. Okay, so, yes, so in these stories, as you could see, they were about environment and how the things that we do really affect the environment and also the animals. Not only the ocean, todas las cosas que los humanos hacemos, desperdiciamos, no solo afectan al océano, they also affect the forest and these kind of places like the panda. Of course, we know the pandas don't live in the ocean. So, and these were like examples. So one story was telling us about the animals that live in the ocean and some other animals like the panda that live in the, pues en espacios, o sea, que son animales terrestres, okay? So, now, once we talk about this, the first story was narrated from a narrator. La primera historia nos la narraron. And the second story was told from the panda. And he was telling us that he had a girlfriend and his girlfriend moved to a zoo. So, who can tell me what does it mean when he told us that his girlfriend moved to a zoo? ¿Qué significa que su novia se mudó a un zoo? What's that? What does it mean?
No se mudó, la llevaron, la obligaron.
Of course, because no le iban a preguntar al panda si se quería ir. Of course, they took her. So it was like really sad for me because you can look at his face and he looks like sad. And yes, so both of the animals were telling us that they don't have food to eat and it's like super dangerous being in the place that they used to live. So now we are going to go to the activities para que nos dé tiempo. And we are ready to go to page 56. And the instruction here, Bárbara, can you read the instruction? La instrucción y lo que dice en las dos columnas de la caja, please.
Aquí. Draw the picture from the poem. Food that Marty used to eat. Food that Marty eats now.
Thank you, Bárbara. Thank you, Barbie. Excellent. So we have 10 minutes left. I think we can complete this chart. Creo que podemos completar perfectamente esta tabla. So now we are going to draw. Okay, esto no lo vamos a contestar escribiendo. We are going to draw our answers. So, and both of the charts are about Marty. Who is Marty or Mary? ¿Quién es?
La ballena.
The whale. Yes, very good. Now, in the first column, we are going to draw, vamos a dibujar, what he used to eat. ¿Qué es lo que comía antes? So, at the beginning of the story, what kind of food? ¿Alguien me puede decir?
Krill.
Krill. Yo lo voy a escribir, pero ustedes lo pueden dibujar porque esa es la instrucción. What else?
Teacher, it killed.
Camarones.
Yes, krill. What else? Ahí decía más. Fish.
Las ballenas no comen peces.
Okay, aquí nos dice krill. So, this is a kind of shrimp. Como les dije, es un tipo de camarón. So, you can draw this. Pueden dibujarlo en ese espacio, lo dibujan así con lápiz y ya si quieren al final lo colorean, lo detallan bien, ¿ok? It also says in the first paragraph, en el primer párrafo dice igual, but the squid and the crabs have all set sail and the plankton has moved far away. So he used to eat crabs too. Okay, ready? Vamos a dejarlo en krill nada más. In the next column, it says food that Mari eats now. What does he eat now that he doesn't have krill? Ahora que no hay krill, what does he eat? ¿Qué come ahora?
Basura, llantas, contaminación.
Everything, that kind of trash.
También come bolsas.
Okay, it says all tires, llantas viejas, and okay, cans. ¿Qué fue lo que? Can you repeat, Carlos? I forgot it. Olvidé lo que me dijiste. ¿Puedes repetir?
Bolsas, comida también. Pues ahí.
Okay, yes. So, now you can draw. Les digo, yo solo estoy escribiendo, pero la instrucción es que ustedes lo tienen que dibujar. All kind of trash. Aquí nos cuentan solo algunas, pero yo me imagino que es todo eso lo que vemos en la imagen. In the picture, we can see like tires, we can see a sandal, we have a CD. Esta es la bolsa que nos decía Carlos. And we have some bottles. Yes. Yes. No los había visto hasta aquí. Paper, different kinds of trash and garbage.
Botellas.
Yes. So you tell me when you finish both of the drawings. Yes.
Eat well. Sandals.
Sandals, yes. Todo lo que quieran, dependiendo de la historia, claro, pueden dibujarlo ahí. You tell me when you're finished.
Finish.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so now that you have finished, luego lo pueden colorear y así. But now we are going to go on a break. Pero quiero saber que ya todos hayan terminado para que podamos tomar esa pausa.
No, a ver.
¿Finish? ¿Quién falta?
Nadie, ya terminé.
Alexa. Ya sabes. ¿Quién falta?
¿Falta alguien? No? So now we are going to take like... ¿Ah?
Falta Alexa.
Okay, we are going to take like 5 minutes. You can go to the bathroom, drink water, pueden estirarse también. And yes, I'll see you in 5 minutes. So we have to finish these activities. We have like a lot of activities. So please try to come back as fast as you can. Si no van a, pues si van al baño, intenten no tardar, no se vayan a dar la vuelta muy lejos. So, see you in a few minutes. La locura esto. So we were on the exercise number 2, and I want you please Vanessa to read the instruction and the paragraph that we have in here. Todo eso que tenemos aquí me vas a leer. Please. ¿Está Vanessa por ahí?
Perdón, maestra, sí, ya lo había leído. Ya lo había leído, pero es que tenía mi micrófono.
El micrófono. Can you read it again, please?
Okay. Read the text. Tim draw a picture on what you see. Would they cut down the trees in truck log and truck log to make room for more people and room for more roads? And there's not much left in the place where we live, but we don't like to live because we're inactive.
Thank you. Excellent. Very good. Read the text, then draw a picture of what you see. That is looks like this activity is similar at the last activity that we did the last week, the last class. So, reading, Vanessa already read this paragraph. This is a part of the poem or the text that Jun Mei, the panda, wrote. ¿Se acuerdan que esto lo escribió el panda? So, now, based on this paragraph, by the cut down the trees in truck loads and truck loads to make room for more people and route for more roads. And there's not much left in the place where we live, but we don't like to live because we're inactive. So, and now, based on this paragraph, you are going to draw what you see. Entonces van a dibujar lo que a ustedes se les venga a la mente con lo que dice. So, the panda is telling us that people cut down the trees so they can build like houses and more roads. Así que pueden tirar los árboles, ¿para qué? ¿Qué es lo que hacen? Y aquí nos dice, but they don't like to leave the place where they live. No les, como quieran, no se quieren ir de ese lugar porque es donde ellos viven. So, you are going to draw something based on it. You have, les voy a dar para hacer eso, 3 minutes. Y si no les da tiempo, ya al final de la clase, antes de que me envíen su tarea, pues ya pueden terminarlo, ¿ok? Any question? Was it clear? ¿Estuvo claro o no?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So now start. I'll tell you when time is finished. You have 2 more minutes. One minute. Okay, time's up. Se nos acaba el tiempo. You know, when the class finishes, you can finish your drawings. Now, it's super important for us to finish these activities because we are running out of time. And for that reason, we are going to go to page 57. Vamos a continuar en la siguiente página para que podamos terminar. Now, and the instruction for activity 3, can you read it, Victor?
Mark the sentence T, true or false.
Thank you. Okay, number 1, it's already answered. Marty has always been an unhealthy way. We know this is false. Number 2, the other animals in the ocean laugh at Marty. Laugh like ha ha ha. True or false?
Yes. True.
True. Yes. True. It's super true. Number 3, the food that Mary used to eat as a child is no longer available. True or false? Como que ya no está disponible esa.
True.
True, yes. It's true because now he's eating other kind of food and it is not food at all. Number 4, Junmei, the panda, sometimes eats rats.
True.
True.
True. And you know, yes, true, thank you. And you know, pandas aren't made to eat rats. They don't eat meat. Los pandas no comen carne. Now, number 5, Junmei says that pandas are very active animals. True or false?
False.
False, because at the end of the story, he said that they are inactive. I hope you are answering. Espero que estén contestando al mismo tiempo para no atrasarse. So number 5, number 6, Junmei's girlfriend lives in a zoo. True or false?
True.
True.
Yes, hace ratito se los dije. Very good, people. Thank you. Rodrigo ya no volvió. No. Gael, can you read the instruction for exercise 4?
Complete the sentences with a word from the box.
Yes, thank you. Then we have bamboo for trees, basin, basin, and fat. Now, we have number 1. In the first poem, the ocean is filled with plastic waste. Number 2, Mary the whale is
Fat.
happy.
Fat. Fat. Fat.
Fat. Thank you, Carlos. Very good. Good job. Escribimos the answer. Number 3. Junmei is an old panda who lives in Yang's. I don't know how to pronounce it because it's another language.
Basing.
Yes. Very good. Number 4. Junmei's food supply is becoming limited because people are cutting down
Trees.
Trees, excellent, with double E. Thank you.
Porque la gente tiraba sus árboles.
Exactly, yes. That's what
El
people.
último fue
Okay.
por
Number 5. Junmei thinks humans want to kill him for his fur. Yes, his fur. Now,
el último es bambú.
of course, is the last answer. Junmei's favorite food is
Obi. Bamboo.
bamboo. That's it. ¿Ya contestamos todos?
Maestra, la de la pregunta 1, la respuesta está larguísima.
It's super large. Yes, I know. So answer the questions. Number 5. The question says, what is the main reason for Mari's diet changing from healthy to unhealthy? And the answer says, the main reason for Mari's diet changing from healthy to unhealthy is because the environment in the ocean has changed. The food he would normally eat has moved away, and now he only has the option of eating garbage and waste. Ahí como que explicaron demasiado, so for that reason the answer is like super long. So now we are going to answer together number 2 and number 3. Number 2 says, why does Junmei the panda find it hard to get food?
Because people are cutting down trees.
Yes. Yes, very good. Because people, de lo que me acuerdo que dijiste,
People are cutting down trees.
the trees. Thank you, Carlos. Very good. So people are cutting down the trees because they want to build houses and new roads, nuevas casas y carreteras, etc. The things that we already know, lo que ya sabemos. You copy the answers. Copiamos. Does anyone have a different answer? ¿Alguien más tiene una respuesta diferente? Pueden haber otras cosas. ¿No?
Yo no, porque no quiero copiar más.
Okay. It's not necessary to copy all the answers. Just to share. Es solo para compartir. Okay. So now, number 3. What does Junmei give for the decline in food supply? Okay, so it's the same. Es lo mismo aquí. Él le está preguntando, ¿por qué? Pues porque ya no tiene comida él. Es prácticamente lo mismo que preguntan arriba. No le veo mucho sentido. What reason does Junmei give for the decline in food supply? Why don't they have food? You can go back, remember, and check it. Okay, so in this case,
Maestra,
yes,
maestra, con su piel, como todas las personas que tienen la piel del panda, pues entonces, como mataban a muchos de los pandas, disminuía su número, según el texto así lo dice.
exactly. So we are going to write like, people are caught, ay, qué feo estoy. People are making roads and killing pandas for their fur. And that's what I think. If you have a different answer, como nadie más que Carlos contestó, and that was okay, Carlos, very good. Si alguien más tiene algo, ya saben que lo puede compartir. Something different, right?
Porque los humanos usaban la piel de los pandas para hacer su ropa.
Of course, yes. They make clothes and different kinds of things. You tell me when you're finished copying. Yes?
Tengo una pregunta. ¿Vamos a hacer otra cosa?
No,
Además de-
that's it. Es todo eso.
Maestra, ¿va a haber tarea de casa?
No. Ya terminaron, voy a quitar esto. Ok, mientras tanto, les voy avisando. The next week we are going to celebrate Thanksgiving Day, Acción de Gracias. And for that reason, we are not going to use the step inside. Next week, la próxima semana, we are not going to use the step inside book. We are going to watch some videos and we are going to make our own turkeys. Vamos a hacer unas actividades. And for that reason, I need you to bring, que pues a la hora de la clase, el próximo jueves, traigan un rollo de cartón. O sea, del papel de baño, pero obvio sin papel. Se atoró. Ok. No sé qué pasó. Ok, les estaba diciendo que la próxima semana vamos